opera singing. Wow, tell me a little bit about that in the Seattle community.
Well, opera is a wonderful art form. I love to sing classical and jazz and anything that has a heart and soul.
And
right now I'm in a show that is about the story of Christ, and I'm playing Mary Magdalene, and it's my first religious piece. So she's an interesting character. It's up in Montlake Terrace, and we are rehearsing in Edmonds, and it's a combination of opera and musical theater, so I guess you could call it a rock opera.
And what is the name of it?
It's called In His Hands. You can visit the website at inhishands.xyz and learn about the show and our director and the composer. It was actually composed in 1984, and this woman, Susan Olmos, who is the choral director and musical director at the Holy Rosary Church, she composed it in 84. She was a single mom, driving her kids from school to work to, juggling life. And she found inspiration from music and, outdoor elements, that helps her create a really awesome piece. So I'm honored to be a part of it. It's really exciting. It's contemporary, yet there's a lot. I think there's some classical themes to it. She's an amazing composer and teacher, so I'm really excited.
Thank you, Katie, for being on my show.
Thank you.
So tell me a little bit about the play you're in, the film you're in.
Tooth? It's a story about the Tooth Fairy. Ever since time began, she's been giving money to children who leave teeth under the table, under the pillow. But she doesn't like children, not one bit. But she grinds the teeth up, and it makes a drug for the people in fairyland, much like cocaine or methamphetamine in the real world.
And who is the character you play?
I play Nadja, the mad, demented Russian nurse.
Wow. And you've been in other projects too.
Mm-hmm. I have been in Lost.
Wow.
And I have 3 published books, romantic fiction, suspense.
And give me the name of your books.
Blood Moon over Bengal, Blood Moon over Britain, and under Elspeth McKendrick, Perfidia. They're all early 20th century.
And are they published under your name or a pseudonym?
Oh, they are published under my name. The first 2 are published under Morag McKendrick Pippin. The third one, Perfidia, is published under my middle and maiden names, Elspeth McKendrick.
Thank you. Well, fascinating. So how do people find out more about you?
Go to my website, moragmckendrickpippin.com.
Thank you. Thanks for being on my show.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
All the way down the wall there. This is what I would call a living mannequin. So this is not a real mannequin in so much as a person affecting the posture of a mannequin. And this is Jody Smalley, if you can go this way. Jody Smalley, she is a model and a stunt person and a fire breather. And this is her up here. She's also equally famous for having a pet turkey who often comes to Art Walk. At any rate, this was a series we did at a place called the Pretty Parlor. So we rented out the space, and then she basically pretends to be a mannequin. So my work is either making mannequin ones look like mannequins on a surface level. That's not necessarily the psychological dimension. So, but Veronica, model in all of these, is what I would call a no mask. Mask, meaning that you can alter the emotional content by the angle at which you place the mannequin. And so that's my attempt, was to get different emotions out of the same mannequin by altering the context and altering the lighting. So my name is Jasno Francoeur. You can reach me through my website, jasno.com. It has all my photography. I'm currently the program director for the BFA at Japan Institute of Technology, which is based in Redmond. And then we also have schools in Singapore and Spain. And what was the other question?
No, that's it.
This is all about the paintings that Jasno Francoeur has done.
You're doing a comedy.
Yeah, I have a few things to say. I've learned a little bit about men in Seattle and other places too, but mostly in Seattle, and I've learned what they really mean. So when they say, like, I'm a feminist, what they mean is, I think we're equal and you can take care of yourself. Are you going to get half the bill? I use the camera for things like this. Isn't it? It's okay. Hi, no, it's okay. Come on up. Actually, we're going to do a little bit of comedy if you want to. Have you ever been through a bad breakup?
Comedy routine.
I went through a bad breakup not too long ago, and it was like the end, you know, where that moment where you know it's the end. And I was sitting on him, and I was like, it was like the only way I was going to get the information out. So I was sitting on him, and I was like, what's going on? And he goes, I'm confused. On the one hand, I don't want to be in the relationship. On the other hand, it's you, and I want to be in the relationship with you. Men are kind of confused.
That's a killer.
Russian? They're the Russian problem.
Okay, do the clap.
Wait, that's bad. Ready? Did you get it?
I got it.
About like how to be more effective in business. And I get a lot, I'm in the music business, and I get a lot of like offers for connections. And I sometimes I just want to say to them, like, if I wanted to be a prostitute, I would be. You know, sometimes I just know that I want to be a prostitute and I only charge $10,000 a night. I think that's better than the connections you can give me.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
They told me I'm auditioning or something, and what do you think of my comedy? But I don't want to know what you think. I don't care.
Well, we think you're good. Your comedy is really good.
That sucked.
Mazel.
We have a clapper.
Oh, I'm going this way.
Bye. Bye, clapper.
Not there yet, but she's got so much information for you. You know, like how to make a pie. Have you made a pie before? Do you have anything to say? Like, do you have anything worthwhile to say? Because I've got a lot of information for you, and I can tell you haven't been eating well. Not enough, that is.
And you have 100 characters.
Every time you look at me, I can tell you're not eating enough. I have 100 characters. Yeah, probably. Sad.
Well,
but
they're good.
you like them?
I like them. I think they're all just interesting.
Yeah, every last one. What? You don't like him? He's not a good boy for you? I've got seven more good boys for you. I've been listing them on the list. Every one. I checked them out. You don't like them. Every one. What? You think I'm not a good enough yenta for you? You should meet the white girl. You really should. Oh my god. I like totally went out tonight and I went to this like art gallery thing where there was like all these people that like call themselves artists or something. It's so cool. It just made me like think. And I don't do that very often. Emily Grace. Emily.
I thought you were Louis Anderson or
No,
Louis
I
Joe.
know, I could be Louis. I don't know.
Louis
Louis
Joseph.
not my guy name. I have another guy name.
Frank Aaron.
Marcus.
Marcus.